Hey guys, it's the Potato Man here. So, this is my Tales of the Abyss review. Not necessarily a review, go play this game, because I made a video about that, recommending people to play it. This is a review talking about the game, going into a ton of spoilers, and I just want to talk about it with some people because none of my friends have played it. So, I just want to play it. Well, I played it. I just want to talk about it with people. So, no script, again, because I just want to talk. Writing a script's too hard. Come on. No, just kidding. But it's just I want to do it without a script because I just want to talk to what comes to my head. So it's not going to be structured good. Sorry about that. Anyway, so Tales of the Abyss, we've played it. If you haven't played it, please go play it. Please do not watch this video if you have not. I really want people to play this game. Anyway, for us that have played it, I just want to talk about it with you guys. So, I'm probably a little sheltered, I guess, not really sheltered, but like, I've played a lot of games, but honestly not a ton. I've played a good amount of games, but honestly mostly Nintendo. I've played like Uncharted and Last of Us and that sort of stuff. Those things are excellent, but I haven't branched too far. Like, I've never finished Skyrim or anything. I've never done anything like that. A lot of American games, not really. Haven't played like Call of Duty campaigns or anything. But anyway, this has got to be, I'll say right now, at least my second favorite game. I grew up on The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess on the Wii, so it's always been my favorite game because I just grew up on it. But this game is so good that I just finished it, and it's crazy that it could actually take my favorite game spot. Maybe it will. Maybe I'll look back on it and it will, but I'm just high on it right now because I just finished it this past week. So I'm like, ooh, all excited about it because it's so good. Anyway, so let's just start at the beginning. I'll save for later because that's actually the main attraction to me. But for now, let's just talk about the game. The game itself. So, the game it's really good, but there's a couple spots, But, so, first off, like, traversal. Inside of towns and dungeons, it's okay. Like, it's linear, but it's okay. It's not, like, that bad, but like the overworld it's so boring. There's nothing to look at. Luckily, they make it easy to travel through it pretty quick, especially later in the game when you get the Albior and that stuff. But at the beginning, when you just have to walk to every place, it's like, oh. Anyway, so when I first started the game, I was just like really confused because I'm like, what the heck? I guess I didn't pay attention enough to where people were, so I struggled finding things. But the overworld's, in my opinion, not great, but it's okay. The towns are fine, I guess. Like, they're not that exciting, but they're okay. They're pretty easy. They're not, you won't get lost in a town. Like, from the overworld, I guess you can tell that they're really big, and they, like, explain how big these towns are, but as soon as you go into it, it's like, oh, dang, this is a tiny town. It's not, though. There's supposedly thousands of people in most towns, so it's funny, because it's like you only see, like, 10, 20 people, but, the towns are portrayed as much bigger than they are in-game. I took a long time to get, like, the strategy cores and the how to figure everything out with that, and the battle strategies, all that stuff, because like it was just confused because I haven't really played barely any JRPGs. I'm not saying this is like other ones, but I'm not used to that deep of games that go really deep. It took me probably about half the game to finally figure all that stuff out, but I got used to it eventually, and I started really enjoying it. It was still interesting. I still never really got that good at it, so I'm probably pretty lackluster, but as soon as I started figuring out how to do the cool things and the important things, making sure like everybody has good armor, good weapons, good cores, all that stuff. How to like upgrade your arts and stuff. I started getting better at it. Also, I started doing better in battle because I was actually able to kill people and not die every 2 seconds. But next thing is, I guess, is the battles. They're awesome. They're so cool. It's my favorite JRPG style of fighting. Granted, I haven't played that much, but I've tried a couple turn-based JRPGs. I just can't. Most of them I can't. A couple of them I can, but most of them I just cannot. Surprisingly, the turn-based RPG that I can do, lol, is Wizards 101, but I haven't played that in a while. But that's the only turn-based one where I haven't really had a problem with it. It's not that I'm against it, I don't like watching myself just get killed. Me not being able to do anything about it. I know there's strategy, but I mean, I can't think that far in the future. What do you think I am? So I'm a little more simple-minded. So, but I love the fighting mechanics. They're so cool. Like, it actually surprised me later in the game. I'm like, oh, this actually is kind of like Smash. Because if you think about it, you got up, down, left, and right for your X and circle moves. So A and B. And so you get that same kind of feel, but not really. So, but you go around and you slice, and then as soon as I finally, like, they've explained the field of phonons at the beginning, towards the beginning of the game, but like I'm still really confused. So I'm like, what? And then I finally got it. It says you use an art that is able to use field of phonons in a field of phonons, and there you go. Those are really cool. As soon as those started happening more, I was like, oh, this is awesome. Then as soon as you reach level 30, you get like your mystic arts. So you just need to do an arcane art, and then hold X, the cross. So, and those are awesome. I love those. I'm like, whoa, because the game's not really visually impressive, but like those are awesome. I love them. And just like, everything like a JRPG, they say everything they're doing, so they're like, do everything. I really like how Tyr sings, and yeah, it's part of the game. They're phonic hymns, but I like how Tyr uses singing as arts instead of everybody else just like casting them. Anyway, so the gameplay, exploration, it's alright. Towns are okay. Combat's awesome. So the gameplay. Sometimes the dungeons got a little bit annoying, but they're always way more simple than I think they're going to be. Like, I get really lost or confused sometimes, and then it's like, it's just right in front of me. I'm like, oh, you idiot. Anyway, but I like it, but kind of every time I hit a dungeon, I just kind of want to get through it because there's normally a cool cutscene at the end. But yeah, those I didn't really care too much about. So gameplay, good fighting, but most of the exploration's Zozo, in my opinion. So like 6 or 7 out of 10 in terms of actual gameplay. Luckily, and that's still all right. I mean, C-, let's go with that. So it's completely playable still. It's better than a lot of games that are just like not fun to play. It's still enjoyable, but you got stuff like this that makes the exploring fun.
I didn't see anything like a Sephiroth the last time we were here.
It was at night. We may have missed something.
Oh? Night? In a place like this? Just the two of you? Luke, you never told me you and Tyr had that sort of relationship.
Wait a minute, what are you talking about? It wasn't like that. We got blown out of the manor in Batical and...
The very idea is absurd. What are you doing? Come on.
Now I'm mad.
Damn, that was cold. Yes, it was.
You sound like you're having fun, Colonel.
More than you could ever imagine.
You're horrible.